Hey everybody, it's Lauren. Went to the beach. I was reading that I was thinking about going to California, but I read that you can't sit on a beach. You can run, you can walk, you can jog, but you're not allowed to sit on a beach. So I thought that was a little strange. So I thought I'd grab my tent and sit on the beach. Maybe if I'm in the tent, nobody can see me and then I can enjoy the ocean. But oh, I'm just kidding. I'm sitting in my office, just at the beach. Anyway, today's video, all about your credit. So it's been an interesting few days because, well, 2 days because Monday was a holiday. But I've had tons of people getting pre-qualified for a house. In fact, I don't know, something like 6 or 7 of them and 2 contracts. So Phoenix is doing awesome. Yay, Phoenix. Sorry about the chair. Anyway, I would say 80% of them didn't want me to run their credit. And I get it, kind of, but you kind of have to run your credit. So, and here's why. So I thought I would explain it a little bit so that the next time you either call me or somebody else, hopefully it's a broker, then you'll know why they really do need to run your credit. Because if you know the why, then it makes sense and you're not so bummed. First and foremost, it doesn't hit your credit as hard as you think it might. Sure, it's a credit hit, but if you're thinking about getting a mortgage or refinancing a mortgage, definitely pre-pave that way and don't run your credit for 6 months prior. I mean, you kind of know you might be looking to refi, so better to just not run your credit at all. That said, here are the reasons why we as loan officers need to know what your credit score is. First and foremost, your DTI. That stands for debt to income. How much money do you bring in and how much money goes out? And that's all of it, right? So it's credit card bills, HOAs, car loans, boat loans, student loans, installment loans, revolving debt, all that kind of stuff. What it's not is your cell phone. It's not your electric bill. It's not those smaller, the other bills that aren't a credit-based bill. So that's one. 2, we really need to know your score, because if you look on Credit Karma, you're not going to get a real score. That's only 2 bureaus. We do 3. So 9 times out of 10, it's about 20 to 25 points lower than what you might see. Not always, but most of the time. So we really need to know your score, because if we know your score, then we can actually give you a pretty close rate. Otherwise, we're just shooting in the dark, and we might say, well, we'll base your quote off of a 780, but you really have a 700. That's a big difference, huge. So it's important to do that. There are buckets, right? So it used to be you could start at 620. Now most of them are 640 for conventional. If this is gibberish, call me, I'll explain. We can even go down to 500. Rate's not pretty, but we can do it. So, you go from 7 to 740, that's a big jump in rate. I mean, you get a better rate there. 740, 780, that's even better. So 800 and up, oh, so much better. There's another reason why it might be wise, because if you're doing a purchase or you're doing a refi, there's a thing called a what if simulator. So it's kind of like you dream about, what if I paid this bill and this much and this time? What would happen? Well, we can do that for you. And if we can find a way to get your scores to go up, then we can rescore your credit. There's a small cost to that. It's not the best thing to do, but it's definitely something you can do. So even if you're in the process of a loan, we can still do stuff about your credit. One of these days I'll have to do a little credit tip thing, because there's so many ways that you can bump your score up little bits at a time. And it makes a massive difference, because your credit score kind of follows you around like a dog on a leash. It just is always there. So if you ever want to buy a car, if you ever want even the, your rates for APS or electric bills or insurance, that's a big deal. Like, you've got a great credit score, insurance rates go down. Cool. Anyway, I think that was it. Oh, one more thing. Credit reports last for 90 days. So if you're looking to get into a house in, 30 to 60 days, go ahead and run your credit. It's all good. We can do that. It's really 120 days, but I like to say 90 because by 120, we're gonna have to run it anyway if you go one day over. So again, if this all doesn't make sense, give me a shout. I would love to chat with you, help you understand it. My job is to teach, not anything else except to educate you to make really, really, really good financial decisions. So I hope everybody's great. I hope you can go to the beach really soon. I want to go to the beach really soon because Phoenix is going to be stinking hot. It's supposed to be 112 tomorrow. So if you're so inclined, drop a comment. Let me know where you are and what the temperature is going to be this weekend. Ooh, it's going to be a hot one. All right, people. I hope you're safe. I hope you're healthy. And I look forward to chatting with you and seeing you really, really soon. Bye.